Hello, hello. Dan and Brian here.
Hello, hello. How's everybody doing?
Doing good here, Brian. How are you?
Great. Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Another ring for Mahomes.
And that is correct. Today, we are going to talk about the benefits of client-based subscriptions as it relates to tax preparation for advisors. One of our services that we provide in our subscriptions is the sourcing and coordination of subscribers' tax returns with the CPA. By offering subscriptions, which include sourcing and coordination and ultimate preparation by CPAs, we found that the involvement in that automatically views you differently than other advisors, in so much as that you are involved in the tax return preparation. Clients are more apt to stay with you through thick and thin, perhaps even allocate more responsibilities to you because you're doing their tax returns. Brian, can you tell us about a subscriber that you're working with right now who sort of transitioned from having a business, sold the business, and this is the first year that they're doing their tax returns without that business?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big win-win for the client. In the past, when they had their business, they were sending all their tax documents to the CPA. We'd fill in what they needed from the investments, and then the CPA would do the tax return, send it to us, we would review it, and like we did it a couple of years, they forgot a 1099. So at the 11th hour, we caught it and we rectified it. And that was, as we would say, the Super Bowl lucky catch. But what ended up happening this year now is, since we're sourcing it, we get all the documentation. We then can see if they're missing any 1099, and we can catch it before the 11th hour. Because as we know, come March 1st through April 15th, accountants are working 90, 100 hours a week, and they miss stuff. And if we don't catch it, the client has to go back to the client, and the return could get filed and it gets mucked up. But the sourcing of the document can save the client not only time, but in the long run, it will save them a lot of money, like this client that just sold their business.
So it's a time savings proposition, as well as making sure that all of the vital information that needs to go on to the tax return is provided to the accountant in a timely manner. One of the other benefits that we see for advisors is that, using a medical term, you're getting the blood and urine sample where you have access to every single tax document that's out there. So you can see that maybe there's a 1099 from a custodian that they're working with someone else on, and there was some interest income or capital gains or dividends or short-term capital gains that are going to create a potentially adverse tax situation, or at least be able to bring up the conversation on that. Brian, maybe you could mention in the remaining time that we have how that actually works in practicality for coming up with some additional strategies beginning right now in 2024 while you're doing 2023's tax return.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing about getting all information is now going in, you can see kind of, if it's a new client, did they make any mistakes? What mistakes did they make from 2023, in 2024? And one of the examples was, we have a client with an outside account at Vanguard, and the Vanguard person said to the client, "Oh, why don't you talk to your CPA about doing tax loss harvesting?" I mean, no mutual fund company or CPA is going to do tax loss harvesting without some kind of knowledge. So there's, you could pick up, if a client has some outside investments, if you're getting a subscription fee, you're doing tax loss harvesting, you look like a superhero. And not only do you save them time, you save them money, which leads us to, our true success formula, which is, having a great lifestyle plus money times the time to enjoy it. So by doing all the work for the client, they're going to have more time and, in theory, more money to enjoy that great lifestyle.
Excellent stuff. That's right. Great lifestyle plus money multiplied by the time to enjoy it equals true success. So talking about the time to enjoy it, it's time for us to wrap up the benefits of tax outsourcing in coordination of tax return podcast. here at WMGNA Tax Out Financial Solutions, we figure it out. We figure it out for other advisors who would like to tax out their practice. Hit us up for a quick call. We'll explain how we're doing it. We want to spread the word. With that, we're going to sign off today, Brian. I'll talk to you next time.